Hello, vinyl community. It's Martin here. Happy Easter to you all. It's Good Friday here in England, and the sun is shining. Um, there was that record fair today in Reading, huge, biggest or claiming to be the biggest record fair in England, but I haven't gone to it. I've got to go back to work later. So, without further ado, I will show you some stuff that I've found from various sources. Did a couple of record fairs last weekend, which was good fun actually. Mate came along, and even though I didn't make a huge amount of money, I swapped quite a few things, and probably because Record Store Day was on, you'd have to be pretty hardcore to go to that and go to the yeah, lost my train of thought then. But anyway, yeah, you'd have to be pretty hardcore to go to RSD, queuing up, and then go somewhere else for some more stuff. Even though maybe you are looking for things that you didn't found, and you get a bit of a hunger on, I suppose. Anyway, bit of a ramble there. Where shall I start? Okay, let's start with a £1 find from a charity shop. Where else could I possibly start than this very British record? It is it's a lady called Janet Brown, and she was infamous as a Maggie Thatcher impersonator, and this is called Iron Lady. And on the back it suggests that I don't know if you can see that, it suggests that from the Garden of Eden into the great beyond of the future, that she was chosen to be British Prime Minister for all those years that she was. And maybe she believed that as well. I don't know. Right. Okay. Another charity shop find from last weekend. John Bellamy did a video about 12-inch records, which was a thread from Rob up north in England. I can't remember where. Again, sorry, Rob. Missed your competition as well. Anyway, John showed Zig Zig Sputnik 12-inch of one of our hits, and then talked about first album. This second album I got for £4. It's not as good as the first one. It's more of the same, I suppose. And I think shortly after they split up. So yeah, that was all about using the technology they had at the time, I suppose. And yeah, right. On YouTube Vinyl Community, I posted a picture of some records I got from a seller, a huge amount, of which probably 98%, maybe even 99% was garbage. I saved some 7-inches from it. I was only going to show the 3 albums actually that I've got here. We've got Muzak, we've got Frank Porcel plays ABBA, which is quite amusing, especially as you see there he is pictured actually with ABBA. There he is on the back. And his slacks, belt, Simon Cowell waist height. An album which John Downing was going to send to me. I don't need now, John. I have this James Last album, which is supposed to be one of his better ones, shall we say. And a weird one of this is, Would You Like to Go and Work for Marconi album. And it's got, let me see, some interviews with people that work for them. And are you good enough to work for them kind of thing. Just totally bizarre. Anyway, I could link that quite nicely onto the first swap purchase I got from last weekend's first record fair. It's another marketing tool, nonetheless. A combination of Edgar Winter and the voice of L. Ron Hubbard, words and music by him. Just seen the Louis Theroux documentary about that particular type of organisation, shall we say. And this is truly dreadful. It is as bad as the cover looks. No wonder his hair is standing on end. I don't think I'll be playing it again, but it was certainly interesting. Horrible jazz, fusion, rock, metal, twiddly. Yeah. Anyway, it was worth a try. Some more finds. I will not show something I'm sending out for BCLT. But my other finds included the church destination. That was £3. It's just to add to my collection of church stuff. It's a radio edit, and then this is the opening track from Starfish, I should say, and the album version. It's a American promo, radio promo, I suppose. A couple of £2 things now. One Dove with a version of Jolene. So this lady up here became, or is, Dot Allison and had a solo career. Dove, One Dove, not to be confused with The Doves, or Doves. Okay, Throwing Muses. Firepile EP Part 1 with a cover version of Jimi Hendrix's Manic Depression. Instrumental, I think, from what I remember. The most bizarre record I picked up for £5, a Moog or a Moog Mass by Caldara on Kama Sutra. One of today's religious Easter-related showings. Totally bizarre again, but for £5, well worth the admission fee. Right. Okay, so some other things I swapped with my mate. He had an Eraserata EP, a 4 LP, a Fall 12-inch, and a Pixies 12-inch, and in return I got doubles of his, I think, mostly, but a band I've never tried, Fields of the Nephilim. This is Moonchild 12-inch. A copy of Broken English. Never knew that Marianne Faithfull had been homeless until she made this comeback, and I did read maybe that was something to do with what her voice was like, so gravelly. This is a few cover versions on here, isn't it? Ballad of Lucy Jordan, Working Class Hero, Broken English. Yeah. Brian Eno. Him out of Roxy Music with his solo album Here Come the Warm Jets. So that was a swap with my mate, and then a little plug coming up in a minute, but with a guy from a record fair who I know. I had some swaps. What did he have? Just to sort of say what's going on here. He had an album by a band called Sentinel, Lack of Knowledge. That was sort of I would say quite political sort of late 70s album. Susie and the Banshees live, and a couple of no, that was all he had. Yeah, and in exchange I got from him. No, actually, I bought this off him, which once I've got my cleaning machine out, is a nice copy of Hounds of Love. He said that's the best Kate Bush album out there. I don't know. it looks in pretty good nick. It's just this sort of, any white covers, they have white marks on them. There's some white marks on there. Sorry, not some white marks. There's some sort of mark down the bottom there. But anyway, so I swapped with him. I've got Southern Region Electrical Trains BBC sound effects. This is for Philips microphones. It's actually called For the Love of Mike. One side is a song and the other side is demonstration talking about convincing people to buy Philips microphones. This album is called Which Witch. This is a bit medieval, a little bit all over the shop, like the Caldera album, but interesting stuff. Was it Swedish or something? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it might be Swedish. Yeah. Track they called Burn the Witches. And I always pick up Vangelis and Jean-Michel Jarre albums. They're quite cheap and just interesting. This is from 1990, so towards the end of his, well, certainly putting out records. He hasn't done so much recently, so this would have been after Zuluk, and before he did an album which was more sort of like Euro techno. When was that? It was about 92. What was it called? I can't remember now, but anyway, it's very collectible on vinyl. So this is Waiting for Cousteau. I do not know what it is like. Not the greatest of covers, with a yellow ear on the album, but I thought that would be worth a go anyway. Yeah. Okay, and my mate there, he had a part in this book that I've got. I got the MP3s of it, and here's the book. So I've just put them on a CD for myself. It's called Wobbly Sounds, a collection of British flexi discs. Here's a flexi disc I have. It's in the book. So it smells lovely. New book smell. So it is basically flexi discs and a book of them, and just a bizarre collection of, well, a lot of them are promotional. Talking about selling things here again. Just randomness of how that format, which I don't really think you get very much now more, is used to promote things or just put something on something that they wanted to give away free or whatever. There we are, Fight the Flab with I'm getting all tongue twisted. Fight the Flab with Terry Wogan there. Brain salad surgery, miniaturized replica. Anyway, so this book is only £10 and available from somewhere. Yeah. If you put in Wobbly Sounds, you'll find it. And then here is just the cover of the. I've actually just put the flyer in there like that, so it looks real, and that is just a copy of it, but I did pay for all the same. Okay, a couple of bits more, and then I will leave you in Easter peace. Okay, this I ordered from the internet. It's called Golgotha, and it's by Wasp. So the singer, I think, is born again Christian now, and my brother-in-law recommended this actually. And hi Marcus, if you still watch my videos, I don't know. Yeah, and this is Nuclear Blast. It came through, and I think it was almost like the last copy that they had. And I think I ordered it with a CD or something else. I can't remember now. So I think it's just black vinyl. And one last thing, just to finish you off. We Could Have Been the Wombles book, The Weird and Wonderful World of One Hit Wonders. So all sorts of terrible records in here. Some of them aren't so bad. Yeah, just a bit of fun, easy to read. So, thanks for watching. I know there's a VC meetup next month. Maybe I will be able to go to a part of it, I don't know. If not, I hope everyone has a good time. And see you in your videos. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. Catch you all soon. Cheers. Bye.